The following podcast contains adult content, including adult language. I talk openly about sex and other adult topics. If you are under the age of 18 or are uncomfortable listening to sexually explicit narratives, please listen no further. I am not a professional therapist, counselor, or doctor. I'm just an average guy in the swinger lifestyle who likes to share his experiences. This podcast is for informational and entertainment purposes only. Please seek a professional if you are in need of guidance or care as it relates to sexual health or alternative lifestyles. Hello, lifestyle friends, and welcome to Evan Swings, a lifestyle podcast from a guy's perspective. Usually. I'm your host, Evan. Thank you for listening today. I say usually because today, joining me as a co-host, she's joined me a few times in the past, my lovely wife, Eva.
Hello, everyone.
Now, my little introduction that we usually give here, just your normal, average, everyday couple. Been in the lifestyle for 5 years now. We are in our very late 40s, both turning 50 by the end of the year.
I don't feel like that needed to be said as part of...
I say it all the time. We live in the Dayton, Ohio area. We're a full swap couple and prefer a friends with benefits dynamic. Again, thank you for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. Just remember, not an expert. I don't pretend to be. Just an average guy. Eva is just an average gal, giving thoughts and opinions on lifestyle topics. To all my returning listeners, thank you so much for coming back. I greatly appreciate your support and for reaching out. I've had a lot of very nice messages sent my way lately.
I didn't know that.
I did. I've had very nice messages.
Why didn't you tell me that?
I will have to show you later.
Are these people that we know or people that just listen to the Am I too quiet?
I think you're too quiet.
Because you're like putting that in my face like it's a
we
dick.
oh my God. We only have one mic. We might have to upgrade this someday, but still kind of in the novice phase of this podcast, even though I've been doing it for about 2 years now. One of these days I'll upgrade and get more mics. But anyway.
Well, you didn't answer my question.
What was your question?
It was who's sending you these nice messages. Is it people that we know or people that we don't know? People listen to this that we don't know?
Yeah.
Good job, honey.
Thanks. Anyway, one more thing. We're doing some home renovations right now. And so I've been kind of temporarily kicked out of our home office. So we're doing this in a different room in the house.
It's probably echoey.
Yeah, so we may sound a little different than usual.
There's also no door.
There's no door. We're on a hardwood floor where there is a dog walking around. So you might hear some other noises. There's fireworks going on outside, close to the 4th of July. Doubt those will come through the mic, but just letting you know. All right, on with the show. Last episode revolved around events at a club that Eva and I like to attend in Columbus, Ohio. It's called Club Princeton. Very nice club. We haven't been to very many others, so can't really compare it to much. But we would definitely, we're cracking up because our dog decided to come in here and start tearing up a toy. So, and it's distracting.
Yeah.
Anyway, this episode's gonna focus on events from another visit to that particular club, and I'm not gonna lie, it has been kind of a slow summer for us. As I mentioned frequently, Eva and I are mostly interested in a friends with benefits dynamic. So we don't usually partake in like random hookups and one night stands. So we rely on people we are familiar with and like comfortable with already to make plans. Or at least, look to make new friends with benefits. So I'm recording this mid to end June, and it has been several weeks since had really done anything really social, like lifestyle or vanilla for that matter.
But except going to the club.
Well, right. That's what I'm getting to. Yeah. Our usual friends with benefits, they've been super busy with family stuff or
it's summer.
Unavailable for other reasons. Well, one couple is out of the social scene for the foreseeable future because she just had surgery. Mm-hmm. And then another couple had that difficult family issue.
Oh, where their kids found out that they were swingers?
Different one, but there was that one as well. Yep. And
there's another difficult family issue?
I can remind you that one later.
Okay.
But anyway, so they temporarily stepped aside from the lifestyle. And again, the few others we do consider friends with benefits have been ridiculously busy. As Eva just said, it is summer. So
yeah, but ridiculously busy, they've been busy. Not that we don't believe they're busy.
Correct.
That could be misconstrued.
No, they're busy.
Okay.
Yeah. So when you operate in the lifestyle the way Eva and I do, this is bound to happen. We don't go to the club every weekend looking to score. We have our, 3, 4 couples, whatever it is that we are familiar with, that we're comfortable with. We get together for dinner, drinks, games, and then additional sexy time. Mm-hmm. And when those couples are unavailable, our options are limited. And it's not like we haven't tried, or at least I haven't tried. I'm the one who kind of handles all the social media. And I'm going to be honest with you, listeners, we have turned down a lot of couples in 2026. A lot.
More than usual?
Maybe so. I don't know. Just for a lot of different reasons, though. Some there hasn't been physical attraction, for one of us or both of us. Some live too far away. And I don't even think I've told you this, but we've actually gotten a ridiculous amount of interest from couples who live far away. West Virginia, Minnesota, South Carolina, Illinois, Iowa, Wisconsin, just to name some.
Maybe they travel, or they might hope that we travel.
They might.
We don't travel much.
Don't. We're just not into that.
But you sometimes turn down people that I think are not too far away. So
maybe. So anyway, we're not going to waste our time talking to people for whom there's like a near zero chance we will ever see.
Right.
Then you have couples who reach out and clearly don't read our profile. Couples looking for like a soft swap or just to trade sexy videos. That's all they're interested in.
What's the point of that?
It's just not our thing. Some people it's their thing. But my point is, things have been slow for Evan and Eva. So we decided to do something we have only done twice before, and I don't know if you realize that, but this was like only our third time doing this ever.
I thought it was only our second time.
No, it was our third.
Oh.
And that is just go to the club, just the two of us, without knowing anyone ahead of time. When Eva and I usually go to the club, we usually go with another couple, or we know ahead of time that friends of ours will be there, so we know we'll have somebody to talk and hang out with, because we are fairly shy when it comes to a club setting. We normally don't walk up to random strangers and introduce ourselves. Eva is a little better at this than me, but it's still not super common.
Sometimes it happens on accident, though.
And that's not really the truth.
Like with the fedora. That was an accident. That worked out really well for us.
Now we're battling a dog. Hold on.
Move. Back. Go, girl.
Anyway. So I should have said, actually, that you are a lot better than me at doing that. But anyway, if we don't meet anyone, Eva and I still enjoy our time there. Just the two of us. We like to dance, we like to drink, and people watch, and enjoy the scenery because there is a lot of scenery. I'm going to give a little spoiler before we go any further here.
You people watch far more than I do, I would like to say.
I do. I constantly scan the club.
I'm very rarely looking at anyone but whoever I happen to be talking to.
Well, anyway, the spoiler. The story that we're about to tell you, that we're about to talk about here today, does not end in a hot, steamy way. If you were listening and you were hoping that it ended in a super exciting, sexy way, I'm sorry to disappoint. I wish I had an ending like that to share. I wish it worked out that way. And while Eva and I had a fabulous time, that's not how the night ended, unfortunately.
Did you really think it would, though?
No.
Oh, okay. I was
Not
going
at
to
all.
say, because we don't play with people on the first date or first time we meet them. And nobody we knew was going to be there, so I wasn't expecting to play with anyone.
But if somebody's tuning into this and thinking, oh, they're going to have a hot time at the club, can't wait to hear how this goes.
Okay.
And it doesn't. But there were some story-worthy, or at least commentary-worthy situations that arose. I want to start with a hot woman who approached me towards the end of the evening. So Eva and I had noticed her because, again, she was hot, wearing this sexy red lingerie. Very hot indeed.
You noticed her and pointed her out.
Yes.
Okay.
I won't lie. She caught my eyes dancing several times. And we couldn't really tell who she was with. But we assumed she was there with this guy. And Eva called him a troll of a man.
I don't even remember. I don't even remember him.
A troll of a man. So we were walking by her, and she suddenly jumps up from where she was sitting and points to me and says, "I know you from SDC, right?" And I was like, "Maybe, I'm not sure." And she told us her username, which unfortunately did not ring a bell. And she was very touchy-feely, which I really enjoyed. Like, she put her arm around me and was like caressing my shoulder as she talked.
I couldn't tell if you liked that or if you were uncomfortable.
Oh gosh, I like that. A hot woman doing that? Of course I want to like that.
I know, but I don't know.
Well,
I couldn't tell.
Really?
Maybe that's part of your issue. I legit couldn't tell, which means she couldn't know if you liked it or if you were uncomfortable.
Interesting.
So
Interesting.
We need to work on that. Okay, Dylan.
Interesting.
Interesting.
But she said she had spoken or texted on SDC, and she said we stopped talking because I said that we were not a match. And immediately I thought to myself, what the hell were you thinking, Evan? You know, this woman is gorgeous. Spectacular body, just gorgeous.
She was very pretty.
And I said something like, and I don't remember what exactly I said, but I said something like, if we weren't a match, it certainly wasn't because of your appearance.
Yeah, you did say that. I was kind of pissed.
Well, okay, yeah, and that's what I'm getting to here. So Eva did not read the notes that I've written for this episode, so this is all kind of coming at her, coming at her fast, and she doesn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
So I can't remember what was said immediately after that. Maybe you do, but I don't. And we basically just like exchanged pleasantries and continued on our way.
Okay.
But I did wonder why I told this woman we were not a match. And I thought it was probably due to her partner because of what you...
If I called him a troll, then...
Exactly. I'll get to that. But first let me say that as we walked away, you were irritated.
I was, yeah.
Yeah. And so you were kind of put off by what the woman had just said.
I do not think it is cool in any way, shape, or form to walk up to someone that you have already been turned down by and point out that we turned you down. That's the second time that has happened. It happened once at Desire Pearl.
Yep.
Yeah. And that it pissed me off then too.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just freaking rude.
The way that guy presented it, definitely.
Well, I didn't think this woman presented it much better.
And
she just was in a hotter package. But either way, it's rude. I mean, what do you want us to say? Should we have said, well, my wife thinks that your husband is a troll. That's why we turned you down. What is this literally? Don't put us on the spot like that. You've been turned down. Accept it. Don't point it out to us.
Right. But I was not as irritated as you were.
You had a hot woman in red lingerie wrapped around you.
Okay.
I was just standing there like an idiot.
I wouldn't say you were standing there like an idiot, but I do get your point.
Well, I was standing there and trying not to escalate the situation. I guess. I don't know how to say it. Not escalate, but I wanted to extricate myself. And short of just walking away, which would be rude.
And I thought maybe it was also kind of the way she said it. I thought maybe it sounded condescending, maybe.
No, not condescending, just...
Like apparently we weren't a good match for you. Like that sort
of... Oh,
attitude.
well, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's
the way that guy
condescending.
presented it in Desire. He was like,
were you standing there? I don't think you were standing there.
Oh, I was there.
Oh, I thought he said it just to me.
Yeah. So, anyway, I was not offended. To me, she was just stating a simple fact. She was kind enough to say hello. She didn't have to do that. And stated, truthfully, that we had chat briefly, and I said that, I didn't think we were a match. So.
Okay, but would you ever say that to anyone?
I don't know. I've never been in that situation. Probably not, but I don't know.
I don't think you would, because you're a normal human. You're a polite person who was raised right.
Well, thank you.
I just don't like that.
But again, I don't know. So it kind of makes me wonder, what...
Maybe our listeners can let you know if they think that I'm crazy. Maybe I am. It doesn't... 17,000 people could think I'm crazy. I'm still going to feel that way.
And that's what actually I have here in my notes here. I'm like, so what is the rule? Like, what is the etiquette? Should the woman not have mentioned that we had chat before and I turned her down? To me, that's not a big deal. Just because you turn down a couple for sexy stuff doesn't mean you can't be cordial after that and say hello to each other at the club. Right?
I'm not saying anything. She's more than welcome to say hello. It was the point that she said you turned us down. That's what I don't like. I don't care about the hello.
Say, all right. Well, that's where we...
Did you think I was mad that she said hello?
No, not at all.
Okay.
I just don't think that should be like forbidden from the conversation. It happened, and it was. I don't think it had to be a secret, but I think,
well, then I don't think I see your point. Mm-hmm. Counter that with, I don't think it needs to be the second thing out of your mouth. Hello, we saw you on SDC, but you turned us down for some reason. I mean, like, if her husband had not been a troll, and I was remotely somewhat interested in him, because let's face it, 2 years have gone by, or how it can be that long ago that you turned them down, or
no,
like a long time ago.
No, it was just like a month or two.
Oh, like a month or two ago. Yeah. She
Yeah.
must have really liked you then, if she remembered you.
I doubt it. I have distinctive features. That's all.
Oh, well, that's okay. Maybe she liked your distinctive features. Maybe she wants to meet you by herself. You're more than willing to do that.
I doubt it,
But anyway, if we had been sitting and chatting with them and getting to know each other, then maybe that can be gently brought up. I have no problem with that. But I don't need it in the greeting that you're giving to me.
I get your point.
Yeah. So.
Well, when we got home, of course, I was very interested now to see, why I turned this person down. If it was in fact because of the gentleman that she was with. So
yeah, I say husband, but I don't know if that was.
Yeah, it could have been just.
Yeah.
We don't know.
I really don't even remember calling him a troll, though.
You did.
I guess I do remember saying the word troll, but I don't remember who I said it about. Yeah, I would trust you.
Well, I wanted to see. So, very curious. Based on the guy's appearance, I suspected it was because of him, but it was not. This couple...
Oh, yeah, you did tell me.
Yeah. This couple had 2 Evan and Eva strikes against them from the start. So, number 1, they had no face pics on their profile. And I have railed on and on about how important Eva and I find face pics to be on profiles.
Right.
Like, this is the lifestyle. Okay, you're looking to have sex with people. Physical attraction is important. Different levels of importance for different people, obviously, but important. We actually have it stated in our profile on every site and every app that we're on that if you contact us without face pics, we probably will not respond.
But you still respond to a lot of people.
I really don't.
I feel like you do.
And the other strike they had was they were soft swap only.
Oh, I do. Yeah, I remember you telling me that.
So Eva and I, if you're new to the show, we are a full swap couple through and through. Absolutely no interest in soft swaps or parallel play.
No.
So they were immediately out because of that. And I think that is why I actually responded to them instead of just ignoring their initial message, because I could easily politely turn them down because they were soft swap. It didn't matter what they looked like or whether they had face pics or not.
Right.
So that was 2 strikes against them from the start, and the third strike was that Eva found the gentleman to be extremely unattractive physically.
I don't remember what he looked like.
He was an older gentleman, kind of some unique facial features.
That's probably what I...
Not your type.
Yeah.
But man, she was smoking hot. Just one of those things, Just so hard to find other couples that not only share the same dynamic as Eva and myself, but are also attractive inside and out.
Right.
And for Eva, of course, being bi, I mean, you have to be, usually at least, attracted to both of them, not just the man. And it's one of the hardest things in the lifestyle is finding good matches, especially in this area where we live, where there's a lower population compared to some of the bigger cities. All right, ready to move on to the next topic?
Mm-hmm. I don't think we've ever turned anyone down because I wasn't attracted to the woman.
I don't think we have at this point, no.
Yeah.
Anyway, next commentary worthy event, I will call it, that happened at the club. We got rejected.
We didn't. What the hell are you
Kind
talking
of.
about?
Look, kind of.
Oh, I'm not reading that.
Oh,
Your little script thing that you wrote.
We did not really get rejected. Okay, I'm just doing that for dramatic effect. You kind of notice my demeanor here. Okay, we're not upset, not angry, not sad. If you are newer to the lifestyle, okay, I think it's important to understand that you are not going to be everyone's cup of tea. I would bet that 95 to 99% of all the people who have been in the lifestyle for a while have been rejected or turned down at some point. You're not going to be attractive to every single other person you meet. So I just wanted to mention that because looking back on the situation that I'm about to tell you about, we just kind of smile. We just move on. And I'm going to be a bit of a hypocrite as well. So I'll explain. So our seats at the club were located right outside the restrooms. And that's a good place to people watch. Everybody needs to use the restroom at some point.
That's so weird.
What? It's a good place to be.
So weird.
Because people
okay,
are in and out.
but clarify your remark by saying people are walking in and out. We're not looking in the restroom.
Oh gosh, no. I hope it didn't come across
Okay,
that way.
it kind of did. And that's the opposite to a restaurant. I mean, I don't want to be seated next to the restroom in a restaurant where people are like constantly walking in and out.
Okay. Well, this is
Is that why you pick that table all the time?
no.
Oh.
That's where the shared seats are.
Oh.
So.
Okay.
So again, this is towards the end of the night, and this very attractive couple comes to the table next to ours, which has been empty all evening to that point. The gentleman goes and uses the restroom while the woman waits at the table. And when he comes out, he grabs a chair and sits next to her, and they just people watch. Eva and I, we kind of looked at each other, and without saying a word, we both knew exactly what was going through each other's heads. Like, where were these people all night, first of all? And damn, they were both smoking
They were
hot.
both really hot. Yeah, they were.
And they didn't seem to know anyone. They were.
Yeah, they were kind of by themselves.
Yeah, they were just hanging out. They weren't hanging out with a group. They weren't talking to anybody else. They were just sitting and watching. Almost almost like they were hoping someone would talk to them. But we didn't at that moment. Now, the women's restroom, okay, just to kind of paint a picture here, was closer to our table than where the dude came out. So
The
it
men's
was
restroom.
What?
The men's restroom.
Yep.
The women's restroom is closer than the men's restroom.
Yes, to where we were sitting. So then it was the woman's turn to use the restroom. So he came and he sat at an empty chair at our table while
Yeah.
she was inside.
Down on the, kind of on, not next to us, but on the other side, kind of.
And at that point, you started chit-chat with him. Just, you said something, and I don't remember what it was.
Well, I decided that would be a good time for me to go to the bathroom as well if she was in there and he was sitting next to the door. So I went to the bathroom, and then I don't remember what I said to him when I was on my way in there. I don't know.
But
I
it
really
wasn't
don't.
anything of, significance.
I mean, I was flirting. I was flirting with him.
Nice.
What did you think I was doing? Asking him about the weather?
I didn't say that.
Well, I mean, I had to be flirting. I wish I remembered what I said. And then I went in there. And then I got to flirt with her a little bit in there.
Oh, I don't think you told me about that in the restroom. Nice.
Well, I don't remember what I said. And then she must have been fixing her makeup or her hair or something, because I even got out before she did. And then I told him, I was like, she's almost done. She'll be out in a minute. I do remember that.
Okay. Well, again, this was pretty close to the end of the evening, at least for us. And we were approaching the point where we both felt it was about time to head home. But we were both taken by this couple. So a little bit later, we decided to do a walk around because they had left our table. They'd gone elsewhere. And we, just to see, we started walking around before we decided to pack things up and go, because we were hoping we could find them and see if maybe we could strike up a conversation with them. And we approached what is nicknamed the Fishbowl, which I've talked about before. It's a big room with about a dozen beds, a giant wall of windows where people often gather to watch the action going on inside. And standing at that wall of windows was that couple. And so strategically, Eva and I went and stood next to them to observe what was happening inside the room. And that's when the woman actually spoke up to you.
She did. She complimented my dress.
And
it was a nice dress.
It was a nice dress.
Yeah.
And that was our opening.
Yep.
So we ended up talking for a few minutes, exchanged compliments, discovered they were actually visiting from out of town. They lived about 2 to 3 hours away. Very nice people, and again, very sexy.
They'd never been to Princeton.
Nope.
They usually go to Arrows.
It was their first time
If I'm
there.
saying that right. Arrows.
And we didn't want to latch onto them and overstay our welcome. So Eva and I moved on and returned to our table and had a little brief discussion. We were about ready to go home unless this couple was interested in having some fun with us. And normally we don't play at the club, and normally we don't play with people we just met.
Right.
But this couple,
They were nice.
this couple was worth making an exception
They
for.
were. Mm-hmm.
And we decided if they showed any interest in us, we would want to find out. We were sitting alone at our table at this point, and when they returned to the main area, they could easily have come and talked to us if they were interested.
Yeah.
At this point in the evening, there's hardly anybody in the main area where the dance floor is located. Everybody's off in rooms and doing other things. So when they walked in, we hoped they would see us and come talk to us.
Well, they had to have seen us, but they didn't come talk to us.
But they didn't.
Sadly.
We saw them come in, and they just made their way to a couch, and they sat there by themselves. And we gave them some time. We were sure they saw us, but they didn't approach. And then finally, the last straw. He actually got up to use the restroom. And remember, we're sitting right by that restroom. So he had to pass us to get there. But he walked right by us. Didn't say a word, didn't acknowledge us at all. And he certainly had the opportunity if he wanted.
Right.
And that was that. So that was our signal to head home.
Yeah, but see, you take that as rejection.
I don't.
I mean, we don't know why they.
I was being facetious. I
Oh,
rejected.
okay.
So, looking back, even as soon as the ride home, I expressed to Eva that we should have said something. You know, maybe they were just shy like us. Maybe they were thinking the exact same thing. Maybe he hoped we would say something as he walked by our table. Who knows? So I'm being a little hypocritical here, okay? Because I would encourage everyone in the lifestyle to speak up, to shoot your shot, to make your move. But I do the exact opposite.
You do.
I mean, what's the worst thing that couple could have said to us? No. I mean, so what? That's it. We were about to leave anyway. And they live far away. Probably would never see them again. What would have hurt to walk over to them and like strike up another conversation and ask if they had any interest in anything more? I say it, but I don't do it. It's just frustrating. I wish I was a bit more assertive. All right, so anything else about that you want to share?
I do want to share something because that's really the first couple. Okay, the second couple that we have tried to strike up a conversation with that we didn't know before, we'd never chatted with, just randomly. So the first time it happened, the other couple was my wonderful good friend with the fedora. And I don't know if you did an episode about that.
I did.
Okay. So, I mean, we didn't know them, and we randomly struck up a conversation because I mistook them for someone else. So that's the only reason. And that worked out great. I mean, they made it clear that they were interested without saying, we're interested in you.
Right.
They made it very clear. This other couple did not at all.
Agreed.
So I feel like at least I made it fairly clear that I was interested.
I think you did too.
I really don't know about you, if you did or not.
I wasn't very flirtatious.
Well,
but
yeah.
I talked. I made the joke about us both being bald.
Right, that's true. Yeah.
But that's about it.
Yeah. So, I mean, I feel like we kind of did take our shot. Mm-hmm. And they didn't respond, so they probably were not interested.
I guess what I'm saying is we could have been more direct if we really.
But why? Why would we need to be direct? Okay, think back to that first situation.
I just think some people are different than others. Some people have to be direct. I mean, you know how I am, that I can't take hints and read signals.
Okay, but do you think...
I appreciate it when people are direct with me.
Okay, but you have me, who can take hints and signals. They really were not giving off a lot of signals that they were interested. So, I mean, I feel like we really did what we could have done. And I feel like if we had then approached them and been direct, we probably would have gotten shot down, and we might have made them uncomfortable. Because yeah. So, yeah. For all we know, they were soft swap anyway.
That is also true. We didn't know.
Yeah, or had that no kissing rule.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it's probably not going to come through during the final recording, but we've actually had to pause this recording several times because we are not in our usual home office and can't lock the door. And we have dogs who we love dearly but would not leave us alone. So hopefully we can get through the rest of this episode. Other stuff that happened at the club that night, we sat with a very nice couple about our age.
Yeah, they were really nice.
Maybe,
I liked them.
You say a couple of years older, maybe?
No, they were our age.
Okay.
Maybe even a little younger, at least her.
And the way it came about, you can reserve a private table at this club, or you can reserve seats at a shared table. And that's what we did. And it's kind of nice because it gives you the opportunity to sit with and chat with someone new. And this couple was very nice.
Yeah, they made the evening very enjoyable.
They did.
Yeah.
Attractive wise, meh. You know, as I told Eva, I wouldn't have kicked the woman out of bed, but she would not have really been someone that I would see across a room and be like, man, I'd love to hit that. You know, it's her personality made her more attractive, I think. And you thought the same about the guy. I mean, you like the guy.
Yeah, I thought he was great. I really enjoyed talking to both of them. And yeah, I was attracted to him and her. I was fine.
And we spent a lot of time with them. They ended up going to the fishbowl room and having their own fun. And we tried to watch a little out of curiosity, but they were way in the back and couldn't really see much of anything. But at the end of the evening, we exchanged contact info because, again, they were nice and attractive enough, and we felt there was a possibility to maybe interact in the future, maybe spend some time with.
Yeah.
So when we got home, I looked them up on the club site and...
Soft swap.
After all we talked about that evening, I don't think they ever mentioned that. I think that would have stood out.
Because I asked you more than once if you were interested in her, and your response was always like, meh. Mm-hmm. And if your response had been, yes, I'm interested, I would have asked them what they do. But I did not want to lead anyone on and have them, think that I was like flirting and trying to rile people up when I had no intention of sealing the deal. So.
But I thought during the conversations, we kind of made it clear we were.
We did. Yeah.
So
we did.
They didn't say anything about that. So.
Well, he asked me at the end when we were saying goodbye. He asked, I don't know if it was goodbye, maybe a little bit before. He asked me what our dynamic was.
Oh, did he?
And I said full swap.
Oh, okay. I missed that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe you were in the bathroom or something. Yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
But he, again, because I didn't know if it was going to go anywhere, I didn't ask him what their dynamic was.
Gotcha.
I just told them ours, and so now we know.
Yep. And regardless of that, they were still fun to talk to, so I still wanted to at least reach out, and because we did exchange contact info. I found them, sent them a message, and here we are, over a week later, and they still have never responded. Isn't that weird?
Oh.
Never responded, never
well, maybe
the
they
friend
looked
request.
up our
yeah, maybe.
Maybe they looked our stuff up and they're like, they're not for us.
I don't know.
Or maybe their politics differ and they decided we better not respond.
I don't know. Could be.
Yeah.
Not sure. Another kind of interesting thing that evening, there was this older couple there. We thought maybe she was about 60 maybe.
Yeah, probably.
And maybe him in his mid-60s. She, I found very attractive.
She was very attractive.
Big boobs, very flirtatious.
She was wearing the same dress that I had worn previously.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Very nice.
That's how we started talking. That's why I started talking to her.
I
was like, I have that dress.
She was kind of talking to everybody, so.
Yeah, she just sat down.
She was just kind of all over everybody. And not
so,
in a bad way.
She was interested.
Yeah, I agree. But I think she was interested in a lot of people.
I was going to say, I did get the impression that she did not have a whole lot of qualifications to enter the door. So,
and I would have loved to have been with an attractive woman of that age, because I've never been with somebody that older, I guess we could say. Kind of intriguing, but her husband.
Eeh.
Oh my.
Are you sure I didn't call him the troll?
I don't think so. But he was as a heterosexual man, I can say confidently that he was not attractive at all. He looked
there were no redeeming qualities.
Very unappealing. Just to paint you a picture, white hair, mustache, lots of wrinkles, glasses.
Nerd glasses.
Yeah, and
nerdy like.
And please don't get me wrong.
From the 80s or something.
I'm not saying you can't be attractive with white hair, and I mean I don't have any hair at all. Who am I to talk?
Yeah, but his hair was like mad scientist hair, balding mad scientist. That's what he looked like. Because didn't I even say he reminds me of Bill Nye the Science Guy?
Maybe I don't remember
something.
That.
I don't know.
But
Bill Nye's much better looking.
And
Bill Nye, if you hear this, you're much better looking.
So anyway, all right. So picture painted. The bottom line was that, well, I think she would have easily accepted a play invitation if I asked her.
Mm-hmm.
Eva was not interested in her husband in the slightest.
No.
But he seemed very well liked. Like, he was high-fiving everyone and hugging everyone, like guys, both guys and women alike. And they acted like he was the shit. Like, he was cool. So maybe they knew something we didn't. But still, unfortunately,
Maybe.
not
I don't
interested.
know. He wasn't very friendly towards us. I mean, she stood there
She
and
did all
talked
the
for a
talking,
long
didn't
time,
she?
and he
Yes.
just stood there like a dork.
That is true. Neither Eva or myself believe in taking one for the team. We've been over that in the past. We're either both all in or both out. And
I
so
would take a small one for the team.
I would too if it meant
Like
you
and I
and
don't
that.
mean a small one. I mean, I would give a little bit.
Oh, I would.
I
too.
would, yeah.
I would especially. If
And I'm sure you
that,
have.
that gentleman whose name begins with R. I would
yeah.
definitely, so that you had the
Oh,
opportunity
I
to be
appreciate
with him.
that. Thank you.
Without a doubt. But anyway, there's also this couple that we have seen many times there, both very attractive.
I don't know who you're talking about.
You'll see in a
Oh,
minute.
okay.
We talked to them before because they seem to be at the club a lot when we're there, and he's actually expressed interest before, both in person and online.
Oh.
And his partner is very, very hot. I guess doesn't speak English very well, and I would absolutely love to set something up with them, but something feels off about them, about him.
Yeah.
And I can't describe it. Like, I can't put my finger on it, but there's this weird vibe that I don't like about him.
Was that the guy that taught me how to do that dance?
No, I totally forgot about that. I could have included that.
Oh, you totally forgot about the fact that I got out on the dance floor with only one other person to do a
single
line
guy.
dance. One guy was out there, and I wanted to do it, and I got out there, and not a damn soul in the place joined us. I stuck it out for the whole song, and I knew it by the end. He was very nice. He taught me how to do it.
He's very nice.
What
He's
song
a
was
single
it?
guy looking.
You don't know if he
dancing with
was
a hot
single?
woman. Oh, I know he was. We talked with the people at our table, and they told me about him.
Oh. Well, he was very nice.
But
I mean,
anyway,
I wasn't interested, but
Good.
he was nice. I don't think I projected that I was interested, unless he thought I bounced out there just because I was interested. I just wanted to learn the song.
Well, anyway, back to this other couple. I guess it's kind of like a good lesson to learn is that if something feels off to you, like, you should trust your gut. And my gut is telling me that as hot as this woman is, as willing as they seem to get to know us more, I feel like we would be wasting our time. Like, it wouldn't work out. So we're not doing that. And finally, just something else of note regarding the evening. As I said earlier, this is something that Eva and I don't do very often. Usually we go with other people to the club or know that our friends will be there. But while we are there, we're obviously totally up for meeting new people.
Mm-hmm.
The problem that evening, in addition to the situations that we just talked about, was that we did not find any couples we were both interested in, like that we both found attractive. Like,
Just the one
I kept
that
pointing-
lives far away and was
Right,
only
just
there.
that
Yeah.
one couple. But like all these other couples, like I would point out, oh, look at her, and then you'd be like, no, or you'd look at him, and I'd be like, no. It just, I don't know. There were just several times like that, and that is one of the most difficult parts of this.
Well,
you
it
know?
wasn't very busy.
No.
So, like, there weren't as many
No,
fish to
it's
reel in,
definitely
I guess.
been-
I don't know what to say.
Definitely been more crowded other trips.
Oh, you mean the glow parties everyone but us loves?
We realized today that there's just always seems to be a glow party.
Everybody loves glow parties.
We were actually
Why?
talking. we were talking
Listeners, we want to know why. Why do people love glow
What
parties?
is the attraction to them? It's not that great to us.
No.
And we have some friends up in the Cleveland area that we're hoping we plan to see at the end of the month of July. And so we thought, okay, well, let's see what
Eros.
the theme is at Eros because we haven't been there yet.
And
we
I
looked
said,
it
it's
up,
probably another fucking glow party.
And
Guess what it is?
It was another fucking glow party. So, anyway, all right, back on topic. So, as I was just trying to tie this up, that it's one of the most difficult parts of the lifestyle is just finding couples, like when you have the dynamic that Eva and I have, finding that four-way attraction, both physically and non-physically.
Which is why we like to play with couples more than once. Many times more than once. I mean, we have friends that we've known for 2 or 3 years now.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't know. When's the last time we played with someone new? It might have been New Year's.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's goes
Like
back to
Fedora
my
guy.
point that I said.
That we still play with, by the way. If anyone remembers that episode, you said you did an episode.
I did.
Yeah.
But that
We've
goes
seen them
back to
multiple
what I was
times.
saying. 2026 has been slow for us.
On the other hand, we're very busy with other things.
We are.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's it. That is all for this week. We're going to wrap things up here. Thanks for listening. Thank you, Eva, for being here. For
Anything for
co-hosting.
you. Especially after last night.
Oh yes, we had a fun night last night. As always, you can contact me anytime with questions, comments, thoughts, and suggestions. You can reach me several ways. Too many for me to keep up with, if I'm being honest. You can find me at Blue Sky. Search for Evan Swings. You can go to swing.com and find my profile, which is Evan Swings Podcast, all one word. Or you can find me on Instagram or Kick by searching for my username, Evan Dienson. I shouldn't even say that anymore because I don't even get on Kick anymore.
I was just going to say, do you still get on
I
Kick?
have the
Because
account, but
I can't get on mine anymore.
It's gone downhill fast. Or you can always use old-fashioned email. Contact me at evandeenson@gmail.com. Email is probably the best way to get a prompt response. I do my best. Eva has hiccups.
Sorry.
I do my best to respond to all listeners who reach out, but please be patient. I'm not the best at checking messages. Until next time, take care, everyone. I always say this at the end. Remember, be safe, be wild, be adventurous, and go out there, live life to the fullest. Take care, everybody.
Bye, everyone.